Hello everyone, this is an objective and analytical review on the Nugenix Free Testosterone Booster supplement. I originally wasn't going to do a video on this supplement. I was actually working on something else, but after noticing the huge marketing push for this supplement, I decided to take a closer look. As it is with all of my supplement review videos, the main purpose is to make us better consumers by objectively and analytically looking at a supplement to determine whether or not it actually is effective and whether or not it will actually help us meet our goals. The first thing we have to look at is the company's claims, and according to Nugenix, this free testosterone booster will help you increase testosterone. Now, at the time of me doing this review, you can pick up a bottle of Nugenix for about $70 a bottle, and I believe that you can probably pick those up at any GNC, or you can actually order it online. When we're taking a closer look at the ingredients, you'll notice that the first ingredient listed here is vitamin B6 at 2 milligrams. Now, the recommended daily allowance for vitamin B6 is about 1.3 milligrams for men between the ages of 19 and 50, and 1.7 milligrams for men between the ages of 50 and 70 years of age. So it doesn't seem like they are underdosing the amount of vitamin B6 in their product, but what relation does vitamin B6, or how does vitamin B6 actually increase free testosterone? Without getting into too much detail about how vitamin B6 works, they perform about more than 100 enzyme reactions within the body, all having to do in some way with protein metabolism, including gluconeogenesis, which is the body's way of transforming glucose from non-carbohydrate sources such as from amino acids. Now, B vitamins are not stored within the body, and so we need to get that through our diet. So obviously diet becomes very important. I'm not going to go into detail in terms of what are some of the food sources for B vitamins, because you can do an internet search and find that out for yourself. I'm more interested in how B6 can increase testosterone. Now, when doing an internet search, I often see these two studies cited. The problem that I have with these two studies is they are done on lab rats, and I have a problem with clinical studies done on rats instead of humans. But regardless, at least it'll give us some sort of an idea or indication in terms of how these B vitamins work. Now, in the first study, they took male rats and fed them a diet free of vitamin B6 that obviously caused the rats to be vitamin B6 deficient. After 4 weeks, what the scientists found is that these lab rats had a significant reduction in testosterone. So obviously one can deduce just from reading this one study that the answer to boosting testosterone would be to have a little bit more vitamin B6. Not so fast. In another study, scientists injected lab rats with various high doses of pyridoxine for 2 or 6 weeks. Now, pyridoxine is a form of vitamin B6 that is administered to prevent or treat low levels of vitamin B6. However, in both groups, testosterone levels were not significantly altered. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any studies where vitamin B6 was able to increase testosterone. What I think that the takeaway from these two studies suggest is that vitamin B6 deficiency is somewhat related to low testosterone levels. So obviously, the answer here is that you really want to concentrate on your diet to make sure that you're not vitamin B deficient. But also, one of the other things that we can learn just from these two studies is that by taking in extra vitamin B6 will not increase testosterone. It's also important to mention that vitamin B6 really isn't that expensive. You could pick up a bottle with 250 servings for anywhere between 12, 15, 20 bucks, which ends up being somewhere around 5 cents per serving. So unfortunately, I can't get into much detail about vitamin B12 simply because there's very limited research in regards to the correlation that vitamin B12 has on testosterone. What I have found, and something that I can also link in the description box just for your reference, were studies that have to do with the effects of vitamin B12 in sperm. But really, I wasn't able to find any correlation between vitamin B12 and testosterone. Which now brings me to zinc. Now, zinc has been found to favorably affect testosterone levels, but again, it's mostly in the context of deficiency. Being zinc deficient is correlated with having low testosterone levels. So the solution is to supplement with zinc in order to get your levels pretty much to normal level. I think that the problem here is that a bottle of Nugenix will only provide you with 1 milligram of zinc. The recommended daily allowance for men between the ages of, I believe, 30 and 50 is around 11 milligrams. And that's somewhat on the low side. Those are just as a preventative measure to keep your zinc levels normal. However, if you are in a situation where you may be zinc deficient, then you may want to supplement anywhere between 25 to 45 milligrams of zinc. Again, this is something that you need to talk to your physician or your certified nutritionist about. But when you compare that with the amount of zinc that Nugenix provides for you, it just seems like the zinc is severely underdosed. I will cite this one study in regards to zinc that I actually found kind of interesting. This study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition took 14 healthy men who exercise regularly between the ages of 22 to 33 years old, who already had a zinc-sufficient diet with levels between 11.9 to 23.2 milligrams per day. And what they found was that zinc had no effect in the increase or metabolism of testosterone. Now, if you're considering Nugenix as a testosterone boosting supplement, chances are you're probably over the age of 40. You're afraid that you may have some low testosterone. You're looking for a supplement to help you with that. And if you're thinking that 1 milligram of zinc in this Nugenix product is going to help your testosterone levels, you may want to reconsider that in light of this study. Remember, this study was done on young and healthy men with normal zinc levels, and yet that had no bearing on their testosterone levels. Just something to consider. Which now brings me to their proprietary blend. Now, you should know by now, when you see a supplement that uses a proprietary blend, red flags should be coming up all over the place, simply because you just don't know what you're getting. Companies have used proprietary blends in the past to underdose their products and overprice them, obviously, to make more money. Now, I'm not saying that Nugenix is doing that, but proprietary blends should be looked at carefully and should be purchased cautiously. Now, proprietary blends list their ingredients by potency. So the very first ingredient that you see in a proprietary blend is the one with the highest dosage. You'll notice that in the proprietary blend in Nugenix, they list L-Citruline Malate as the very first ingredient, which obviously means it's the one ingredient with the highest dosage, which kind of surprised me because I've never known L-Citruline Malate to have any relationship with testosterone. As a matter of fact, I'm doing some research. I can't find any way in which L-Citruline Malate directly affects testosterone levels. It doesn't. But the interesting thing is that some of the benefits of L-Citruline Malate is physical performance. I know citrulline malate as a pre-workout supplement, heart health, and blood flow. And as a result of especially the blood flow, it can help you with erectile dysfunction. Now, erectile dysfunction can lead to lack of sexual activity, which also can affect your testosterone levels. But if you're planning on supplementing with L-Citruline Malate for the purposes of helping you with erectile dysfunction, then there's two important things that you want to keep in mind. Number one is that L-Citruline Malate is probably not your best option. There are much better treatments for erectile dysfunction than L-Citruline Malate. The other thing that you want to consider is this, is that for erectile dysfunction, the recommended dosage for L-Citruline Malate is anywhere between 3 to 5 grams per day. However, when you look at the proprietary blend in the Nugenix product, you are looking at approximately 2,000 milligrams for all of these ingredients combined, which means that you're not going to be getting enough L-Citruline Malate within this product. Alright, so now I really want to start wrapping this up because this video is taking quite a long time. But anyway, the very last thing that I want to cover is this other ingredient in here in the blend, which is described as Testofen, fenugreek seed extract, 50% fenugreek. Now, obviously, I did not know what that was. And obviously, when you pick up a supplement like this and you don't know what something is, you really should be looking it up. But anyway, Testofen apparently is a product that is produced by a company called Gencor or Gencor. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. However, when you go to the website, it says that Testofen is a unique extract of fenugreek standardized to a proprietary matrix of saponin glycosides that Gencor has named Fenucide. So apparently what this looks like is a proprietary blend within another proprietary blend. That's what it appears to be. So in doing a little bit more research, I was able to find this study where it praises the results of this Testofen product. This study by Aging Male specifies that this product Testofen increases testosterone levels and improves sexual function in healthy aging males in a double-blind, randomized clinical study. So this product is actually sounding really good. So if I were to read the abstract and the conclusion of this study, I would be very convinced that this product will help me increase my testosterone. Not so fast. We got to take a closer look at the study. So now pay attention to this. So this is the PDF document of the study that was performed by Aging Male. And once you're done reading through the entire study and you come towards the end, right before the references, you have a declaration of interest statement in this study, which states that the investigational products and funding were supplied by Gencor or Gencor Pacific, Hong Kong. So for me, this study is unreliable simply because of the conflict of interest. You have a company trying to sell a product and they are the ones providing the funding and paying for the research that actually has positive reviews for this product. And so for me as a consumer, I cannot make an intelligent decision as to whether or not this product is actually effective because I can't rely on the information provided. The last point I want to make is that we can actually get an idea of what's in a proprietary blend and if the proprietary blend itself has the recommended dosage for the ingredients listed in there. And basically all you have to do is look up every ingredient within that proprietary blend and find out what the recommended minimum dosage for each of those ingredients are. In this case, you'll notice that the minimum recommended dosage are listed here in this chart that I have. And when you take a look at all of the ingredients and the recommended dosage, it gives you a total recommended dosage of about 5,600 milligrams. When you compare that with the 2,100 milligrams in the Nugenix Proprietary Blend, you have a deficit of approximately 3,500 milligrams, which to me seems to suggest that something within that proprietary blend is severely underdosed. And if I'm going to be paying $70 for a bottle that is going to help me boost my testosterone, I don't want anything underdosed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it helpful. And I will conclude by saying this, that there are some supplements that will work for some people some of the time, but good diet and nutrition will work for all people all of the time, every time. Thanks for watching.